Test, test. Okay. Oh my gosh, my bag is so heavy. Hello, internet friends. How are you doing today? My name is Saradietschy, rhymes with Peachy. If you're new around here, I've been seeing so many camera backpack videos going up on the YouTubes that I thought that I should share mine because I haven't shared mine in so long and it's changed a ton. This is bag 1 out of 2. So you guys are in store for some juicy gear. This video is also sponsored by my favorite, Squarespace. From websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence and run your business. Just like it is a tool online to help you be your best creative self, so are these tools inside this bag. It is packed. Yes, I'm like everyone else and use a Peak design bag. I have a Joby Gorilla Pod on the outside. I used to use an Ona bag. It was great for storing camera gear, but when I was out in the field and I needed to change lenses, I would have to take off the backpack, open up the entire bag. But with Peak Design, it's so easy. You basically just sling the bag over, go like that, open it up, and grab your lens, grab your other camera that you need. So this is such a good backpack for being out and about and being able to grab your gear on the go. Oh, it's so heavy though. This thing has unlimited pockets. Let's start at the top. Open up the flap, have a huge wallet because I'm traveling and I actually need a lot of stuff on me. Have my sunglasses at the top. And so here we have easy access to 2 cameras. So we have my Canon AE1 film camera. I'm out here in Los Angeles. This is why I'm actually doing the gear video, because I'm showing you everything that I travel with, all of the necessities. I love to shoot film when I travel. It's like a very nostalgic way to keep up with what you're doing. This is a pretty wide lens. So it's a 20mm f2.8. I love the wide look because everyone just has, you know, the typical 50mm lens. So it's a good look. And then we got the main setup. So my main camera has actually changed recently. If you didn't watch the recent live stream, you don't know that I am no longer using my Sony a7S II, but the Sony a7 III. I was late on this bandwagon. I just watched people's reviews and I was like, whatever. As a video first person who wants to take more pictures, having double megapixels on this a7 III is huge, and it has so many features that a7S II doesn't have. I've made actually a few videos on this that I'll link below, but I love it. And this is my new kind of go-to lens. It's the 24-70 f2.8, and it is just gorgeous. It's heavy. I mean, like, just look how huge that lens is. But you know, having a mirrorless camera body already makes the setup pretty slim. So having this chunk of glass on makes for good content. That f2.8, you know, you gotta have that bokeh. All right, so that is the top. So let's start with this flap. Here, I just have an endless amount of hard drives because I'm actually doing a lot of organization with storage right now. It's very annoying, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And then we have a dongle because I had to bring my MacBook with me on this first part of the LA trip. Freaking hate dongles. And then we have the massive Rode Video Mic Pro. Rode. Why do you make your products just so massive? Like Rode. We get it. Laptop charger. Again, in this backpack, there's just pockets everywhere. I just have a random chapstick and my keys in this one. So we'll go over to the next flap. This is where I keep my SD cards. I have 2 waterproof Pelican cases. One for full SD cards. If an SD card is in here, don't touch. Still needs to be copied over. The empty one, you can take SD cards from here because they're empty. You accidentally format SD cards once and then you never do it again. I also have another a7 III battery in this pouch. But the upgrade to the big batteries with the a7 III was so clutch. Usually I can go an entire day on one battery. That never happens with the a7S II. Because this is my everyday bag, maybe I'm going to a coffee shop when I'm traveling to get some work done, I have all of my laptop stuff with me, including these crazy hard drives. So this bag can fit a 15-inch computer. My Dell XPS fits in there very easily, but I have my MacBook for the first half of this LA trip because I'm only here for a few days. And when I was leaving for this trip, I was on the very last 2 terabytes transferring over all of my hard drive to my LaCie 6 Big RAID. I'm so ready for that to be done that I was like, okay, I'll have my MacBook for a few days in the first half of the LA trip, and then when I go back to New York for a few days, then it'll be done and I can start traveling again with my Dell XPS because, it's amazing the difference again between having a dedicated graphics card, having the latest processors in your computer, what that will do. But I'm sure you know that by this point since I've made so many videos about that process. You're probably so angry at me that I have my MacBook right now. So I officially am done backing up all of my hard drives from the XPS to the LaCie Big 6. The pouch for my laptop, but also there's this additional pouch that's a little bit shorter. It's perfect to just keep my notepad and a couple pens earrings, and my headphones. Listen, everyone has this bag, so I know it's not unique. It's just the best that I've found for functionality. But hey, I'm out of town for a while. I have to do some podcasts, even be on videos, and so we're gonna move on to a second bag.
Saradietschy, what's in your camera bag?
Well, hello stranger. All you have to do is go to my beautiful Squarespace website, saradietschy.com/gear, to check out my latest and greatest camera gears.
It's really that simple? You use Squarespace?
Why, yes, there's beautiful templates, 24/7 customer service, and also you can get 10% off your first purchase of domain or website by going to squarespace.com/saradietschy and using my code.
Is there an even easier link to click?
Just click the link in the description below. Time to move on to the second camera bag. Are you guys ready? A lot of camera gear.
I love you, Sara.
Man, these strangers on the street that I encounter are kind of weird. Okay. Okay, so this is the second bag that I travel with. So basically when I get on the airplane, I have my Peak Design backpack on, and then I'm carrying on this. So this is the classic Pelican 1510 case. They have updated this case. It's much prettier now, but I've been using this since back in my corporate interview phase working with a production company thing. You can fit so much stuff in here and keep it safe. Now I know it looks kind of ugly. So here are some XLR cables for the podcast. Let's just get into it. All right, over here we have the Rode Filmmaker kit. So this is a lavalier mic that I use. I only brought one just because I have my legit mic set up for the podcast. This is just for me recording YouTube videos. We have the two GH5s for the podcast. I'm a big fan of the GH5, but I've kind of always gone back to my Sony for really anything on my YouTube channel. I always lose caps, so yeah, this is embarrassing. This has no record limit, so after 30 minutes, it doesn't automatically stop like most mirrorless and DSLR cameras. And it also has a pretty big battery. The battery life is great. I've gotten like an hour, 45 minutes straight with these cameras. And then it also has a flip screen, so I can monitor what's going on when I am filming a podcast. A new episode of That Creative Life, my podcast, is up every single Monday, but if you have to have the video version, I put it behind where you press join. You don't have to do that because you can listen to it for free every single Monday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen. But I record the video so I can clip it up and put that on video platforms. GH5 charger, we have some other chargers here. We have the two lenses for the GH5. So these are the 12-60 f2.8 to 4. Great lenses, I love them. And when you're getting that 180 frames per second slow-mo on the GH5, having that reach of 60 millimeters, it's awesome. This is the Zoom H6n. I record all my podcasts to this, and you can put up to 4 microphones. I love it, very portable. And then the microphones I use when traveling are just the classic Shure 58s. Yeah, these are great. It's a special version though. It's like the Beta 58A. So basically it has a lot of power right out the gate, so you don't have to use a preamp. I literally plug this straight into my recorder via an XLR and you're ready to go. So I have 3 of these, very portable. I just chucked them in my suitcase. So in here we have my other Sony lenses. This is the 16-35 f4. It's a great vlogging lens when I'm not using the 24-70. And that 16 millimeter length is just a great focal length and super wide. And the third Sony lens that I've brought with me is honestly my new favorite. So this is the 35 millimeter prime lens, but it's the f1.4. It's just gorgeous. Oh my gosh, the bokeh that you get from this guy. The last compartment is just a bunch of random stuff. So we have the Insta360. If you haven't watched my video on all of the action cams, make sure to do it, linked in the description below. I actually love this thing. Here's a little tripod handle for it. It's made 360 content creation very easy. We have the GoPro 7, which is great. Super steady and reliable action cam. Got the chest mount for the GoPro. Here is the DJI Osmo, a little tiny miniature pocket gimbal, which has been super fun, and it's so small, like how do you not just bring it along? And the very last thing, this is another Canon FD lens for my film camera. It's just a classic 50 millimeter f1.8, fantastic for portraiture. This is kind of like the classic lens that everyone has if they shoot film photography. And then up here we just have batteries and chargers and just miscellaneous stuff. And the only other things that don't fit in these bags are the drone. So this is just DJI's Mavic Air. It's just so tiny, so I travel with this regardless if I think I'm gonna use it or not. It's so small, why not? And then my Manfrotto proto travel tripod. It goes down to a very small profile and it's pretty great. So this is literally everything that I would ever need to travel with. I know it's so much because I am reviewing a lot of camera equipment all the time. I am regularly updating my setup, hence the saradietschy.com/gear that you can keep track with if you're ever curious. Like, wonder what Sarah's shooting with. Feels good to get a camera gear, camera backpack update. To you, let me know if you enjoyed this video, and again, all the links are down in the description below as well, in addition to the webpage. I hesitate to make these videos because I feel like they're kind of boring, but then I keep watching them on YouTube all the time. I love them because I'm such a gearhead. So yeah, boom, we did it, guys. Let me know if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button down below for new videos every single week. And until next time, guys, stay peachy. Okay, bye. Bye. Thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Beyond just creating a beautiful online portfolio, if you're a filmmaker, photographer, or designer, Squarespace has great tools for an online store. So you can run email campaigns and manage your products, orders, and inventory, and have all of the analytics you need along the way. So if you're ready to start that new business, make it. Get started with Squarespace. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready, go to squarespace.com/saradietschy, that's me, to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.